Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at weird things that we all ate as kids. I won't lie, there were quite a few weird things that I ate. I think I ate bouncy balls and like paper. But let's see if these people have ate anything weird like me.
I want to know what you ate as a kid that you definitely were not supposed to eat.
Weirdest thing ever, but I used to eat matches.
Oh, matches. Like matches you'd use to like light something on fire. Oh god, yeah, maybe these people are a bit more weird than me. And actual matches, I'm not like dangerous. Like imagine you literally lit yourself on fire.
I used to sneak matches and light them on fire, blow them out, and eat the tip. It was like, so good. And still, at almost 30 years old, if I smell a match burning, all I want to do is eat it. Like, my mouth will water.
Oh, right, okay, so apparently she used to literally light the matches on fire, watch them like burn out, and then eat the tips. I mean, don't get me wrong, whenever I smell like a match that's burned, I literally love the smell so much. Whenever I was younger, I did get matches to like light them, blow them out, and then sniff it. I didn't eat it though, that's a step too far. Maybe I should give it a go. Would it like taste like burn? I mean, don't get me wrong, whenever I'm eating something, especially like fish and like the bottom of it's burnt, I love it.
I have to tell myself, like, you can't do that. And it's so hard. I just want to eat it so bad. And I don't know why. And it's the weirdest thing ever, but like a vitamin deficiency or something. I don't know.
I mean, do you want to know now she's told me about it? I actually want to try it. Like, I want to give it a go. You don't know, maybe it is good for you. Maybe it's like good for like your body. If you're ever caught up in a fire, why don't you just eat the fire?
Alright, I'll come out and say it. I used to eat cat food.
Oh, right, okay, look, I did eat dog chocolate, and I think I ate a dog treat one time. I love how this girl's like, yeah, I ate cat food, I ain't ashamed about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure the food that's in cat food is not good for you.
And I know y'all are gonna be like, yo, what the f cat food? Yes, cat food. Let me tell you how I got into eating cat food. So when I was like 5, we used to have this cat, and my dad would be like, go feed the cat, and we used to feed the cat wet food. So one day, I was feeding the cat, and the can, when I opened the can, the stuff like flicked up.
And it got all over her, and she mysteriously gave it a go. I mean, to be fair, if you have like a tiny bit, I'm sure that's not bad. I bet you she's at like full on can. I mean, don't get me wrong, whenever I give my dog a wee biscuit, I would try to eat it, and I think there was a few times I gave it a wee munch. It's quite weird, isn't it? Like, why do we all do that?
And I really liked the taste. So I used to just eat it out of the can, like just like that, like with my hand.
Oh my god, so she proper ate it with her hand. I mean, RIP to the poor cat, because the cat's probably thinking, why eating my dinner? I remember one time a cat broke into my house from my window and it went down and ate all my dog's food. My dog was furious.
It went a lot further because then I started eating it out of the cat bowl. And then from there, when I had to use the restroom, I started using the litter box.
Oh, right, okay, so she went from eating cat food to turning into a cat. I mean, what if they put in the cat food? Why are you eating it? Why can't you stop? Hasn't McDonald's got like some sort of drug in it or like something in it where like if you eat it, you want more and more and more? I bet you cat food's got that.
Who is shitting in the litter box? And I would just cry and he whooped my ass.
Oh my god, so she got beat as well for pooing in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you had a cat, you probably expect the poos to be like, I don't know, the length of the finger at the max. And then her poos are probably like that, and they're probably mushy as well.
Picture this. Me, young, on the stairs, going up one by one, scavenging. I saw a little thing on the staircase, and it looked like a Skittle. I ate it.
It was not a Skittle, it was probably poison or poo. What could it have been?
It was an antidepressant. I was like too young. I don't know, 5 or something.
Okay, wait, so an antidepressant, I swear it's like a drug for like stopping depression. Why are they casually just on the floor, and how was she able to get her hands in them?
And my mouth went numb, and my tongue started tingling, so I told my mom, and she was like, I don't have anything to house that tingles. So she took me to the hospital. I'm in the back seat, I'm eating ice cubes to soothe my tongue that was on fire.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love eating ice cubes. It's actually quite bad. Sometimes I'll get like a big glass of Coke and I'll make sure like 90% of the glass is ice. Just so it means that like whenever the Coke's done, I can like munch in the ice. Like I love doing it.
And I was just really happy because I was eating ice cubes that I normally wasn't allowed to bite on. They gave me activated charcoal. I had to drink a cup of black charcoal to neutralize my stomach.
Oh my god, right, so she had the proper drink, like a big glass of charcoal. I mean, that doesn't sound good, does it? Moral of the story, if you see something on the floor, anything that you're not used to eating, or how about just don't eat stuff unless your parents give it to you?
So for legal reasons, this is purely hypothetical, and it happened to a friend of mine. No children were harmed. So when my friend was about 8 years old, she and her friends were hanging out, and their parents were hanging out as well. Now the parents had no idea, but the kids were like listening in at the door on their conversation.
I got caught doing that one time, and I've never been scared my entire life. I mean, think of it, adults have adult conversations. Imagine you're literally talking about their kid. Imagine they're like, yeah, my kid's really annoying me, I wish I didn't give birth to them.
And the parents, who are quite sciencey, agricultural people, were talking about psychedelic mushrooms, but not as a way to like, oh, we should do them, but more as a way to like identify them for safety reasons. The kids hear this and go, we should go eat the mushrooms.
Oh my god, don't tell me they're gonna go into the back garden or out to a forest to get a mushroom. I mean, whenever I was younger, I'd see little mushrooms in a forest and I would think in the back of my head, why can't I just pick it up and like put it in a frying pan? I mean, you know, you eat mushrooms if you're dinner, but then mushrooms are different types of mushrooms.
So my friend and her friends go around picking off the white dots off of those toadstool mushrooms and just eating them. And the parents come out like 20 minutes later to a bunch of 8-year-olds just tripping balls.
I mean, that must be quite scary for the parent, because like obviously, you know, to vet something they're not meant to eat, how much have they eaten? Are they gonna die? I mean, with stuff like that, you have to be so careful, because even if you eat too much, like, it can really mess up your brain. Oh my god, imagine the kids get addicted at the age of 8.
All the kids were fine, and my friend only found out like 10 years later, and it made some memories make a lot more sense.
Oh god, so apparently in the end they went back to the childhood habits. I mean, look, at the end of the day, yet again, if it's not given you by your parents, don't eat it.
Baby powder. And then I grew up and then tried it again. I did it in college for like 2 years. My roommates and shit will watch me eat it because they couldn't believe I would actually eat it.
I mean, what is baby powder? It's just like powder, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, I used to eat chalk. I used to do a lot of gymnastics growing up. We would have to put chalk in our hands to get onto like some of the equipment. I would literally break a tiny bit off and like eat it. I don't know why, like it didn't taste like anything. It was kind of like paper. I just ate it for the sake of eating it.
Me, but when we were kids, my brother ate fiberglass insulation because he thought it was cotton candy.
Fiberglass insulation. I don't know what that is. Whenever I heard fiberglass, I think of glass. However, I think it's like the fluffy stuff up in an attic. I mean, whenever I look at it, I do think it's candy floss. Like, what would it taste like? What's it there for? Is it there to keep eating? I mean, I've got a lot of it in my attic.
My parents were redoing their closet. I don't know how he didn't realize what it was, like that it wasn't cotton candy as soon as he tasted it, but I'll never forget that.
I mean, imagine it literally clogs up his insides. Imagine he literally vomits it and it's like a big cat fur ball. Yet again, kids, they literally put anything in their mouths.
So basically, when I was really little, my mom was downstairs in the basement with my brother and she left me upstairs and she heard like a bunch of noise and she came upstairs and I had drank an entire bottle of cough syrup. And so she called poison control and they were like, oh, she's just gonna fall asleep for a couple hours. She'll wake up and be fine.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's some sort of poison. I thought she said like club something. I thought it was like a fizzy drink or like, I don't know, honey. Got a feeling it's poison or like laundry detergent.
So I fall asleep for about 5 minutes and then my eyes like boing and then I just bounced off the wall and my mom poison control was like, what the hell? And they were like, yeah, she's at 1%. I'm that 1%.
Okay, well at least she's the 1% of people who hopefully survived it. That's quite scary. I mean, yet again, with kids, like even if you've got like stuff to clean your house with, you literally have to put it in reach, so it means that they can't get at it. I'm telling you, having kids must be hell.
Rock salt. We were given rock salt as a snack. My aunt, anytime we were at her house, my sister, myself, 3 cousins, she'd give us a box of rock salt.
Wait a minute, what is rock salt? I've heard of it before. I swear it's like something used in chemistry. Salt is a mineral composed primarily of sodium chloride, a chemical compound belonging to a larger class of salts. Okay, it also says that rock salt is used for like putting ice out in the road. Yeah, that ain't good.
When I was younger, I used to eat all the food that we had in the house. Like literally crackers, pretzels, you name it. Anything that couldn't be prepared in under 10 minutes in the oven, I would eat. So she had to lock it away in her closet. So I had to start getting creative with my food choices.
Oh god, right, he's getting creative, and creative usually isn't a good thing for kids, especially this way. I'm all for kids being creative, however, don't be creative whenever it comes to eating foods.
And figured out that eating little sugar packets, you know, the ones that you put in coffee, were amazing. So I would literally eat about 100, 200 sugar packets a day because there was no other food besides, you know, burgers and stuff, but I was young, I couldn't cook them.
Wait, so you literally didn't have food in your house and you're eating 200 bags of sugar? I swear it's like the little sugar packets you get if you're in like a coffee shop. They are not good to eat. I remember one time I ate one of them. How did you eat hundreds of them?
As a 8-year-old to 10-year-old child, I was pre-diabetic.
Wait, so did you get diabetes in the end? I mean, that's scary. Yet again, why did your parents have so many little bags of sugar? That's another thing you have to keep away from kids.
Strawberry flavoured cowpole. I know that everybody else is on this going, oh, I ate sand, oh, I ate plastic, oh, I ate rocks. But seriously, the way I used to steal the cowpole in my household, I don't know how I am here.
I mean, I can relate to that. Like little cowpole melts and little tablet things, they tasted amazing. Not sure about the actual like liquid cowpole. I was kind of iffy about that. I didn't mind it, but I didn't like love it. However, the cowpole melts, if I could get my hands in it, I would fake being sick so I could have the little oomph that it gives you.
Here today to tell you about how I consumed an unreasonable amount of cowpole in my youth. It's paracetamol. I definitely
definitely overdosed on Cowpole. Definitely, no doubt about it.
Can you even do that? Like, I always hear people saying like, oh, I nearly overdosed on it. Can you actually? Yet again, Pulp is like marketed as like a really good thing. Like, there's little babies on it. It's safe for your children. And she's out here drinking it all. Anyways, that is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you dare, press the big red subscribe button. And just, I'll see you all in my next video.